And we're coming to you from the StubHub Center in Southern California as we welcome you in to the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And I'm Jeff Lowry with APN Sports. Glad you could join us. Some of the best 8th grade football players and American Youth Cheer back at the StubHub Center. We're in Carson, California. Game time temperature 72 degrees. Beautiful day for football. Let's take a look at our team captains. The West represented by the white uniforms with the red trim. And the team captains for the West, number 3, David Justice. Number 12 is Trent Dott. Number 22 is Jack Plummer. Number 50 is Dan Jennings. And number 52, hard-hitting Tyrese Pontenay. For the East in the all-blue uniforms, number 7, Peter Bryant. Luke Corcione, the kicker, number 12, number 22, Tom Courtney, and 32, Letty Brown. It looks like the West will receive the opening kickoff. I had a chance to catch up with the AYF president, Mr. Joe Galot. Joe Galot, the president of American Youth Football, joins me. Joe, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
You know, you talk about this event, big success, I know, over the years. What does this mean to the players to come out here as 8th graders, 13 and 14-year-olds, and playing in a national all-star event?
I think it's an exciting experience for them, but it's also a compliment to the people behind the scenes, their parents who made it possible, the volunteers, the administrators, and, of course, the coaches who believe in them and had them recommended to become a national all-star.
How much does this play into their confidence going into high school and maybe beyond?
I think even more than confidence, it sort of sets the scene. It sets the stage for them to realize what recruiting is all about, what getting your grades academically to qualify is all about, and more importantly, just to have the right attitude going into your high school career.
American Youth Football is the largest football organization in the world, and, I would imagine that a big reason why you guys are number one is because of the people that, volunteer and devote so much time to events like this.
We have a great team, starting from the grassroots, at each individual association, through the conference presidents, and then on up to the regions. We're really pleased with that, and our national office has really good coordination, great team efforts, which make these kind of events possible.
Of course, a special thanks goes out to the United States Marine Corps and the Semper Fidelis All-American Bowl, which will be played probably about 2 hours after this game, and we're getting set for football. The West All-Stars, Isaiah Wooden, and quite possibly the fastest young man on the field here today. There is Corcione, the outstanding kicker. And we're ready to kick off the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game from Carson, California. It's a short squib kick that'll be fielded near the 27-yard line and about a 6-yard return. Good coverage there by the Blue East team as they are led by a slew of players, including Peter Bryant, number 7, and a couple of others on the play. The quarterback for the West All-Stars is David Justice, and you've heard that name before. His father, the outstanding outfielder, longtime Atlanta Brave, also played in the World Series with the New York Yankees and played for a couple of other teams, and a tremendous major league player. And his son is getting the start at quarterback in our first play from scrimmage, the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And it's a quick handoff over the left side. Not much going on there. A couple of yards on the play. They'll bring up second down and about 7 as you get a look at the defense of the Blue. They're led by 44 Nick Johnson and number 23 James Henry up front. In that defensive secondary, Tom Courtney, one of the team captains, number 22, and he'll have the assignment at the bottom of your screen. Second down and about 7, and the handoff goes, and what a play by Pontenay. Tyrese got in there with lightning-like quickness as he opens up things here and opening a can of you-know-what here in the second play from scrimmage. It's going to bring up a third down. Lose a couple of yards on a play, so for Tyrese, a tackle for loss, and now forcing the West All-Stars into a pistol shotgun formation here. And a false start against the West, and that's going to put them in a 3rd and about 14. First quarter action, no score. We're coming to you from Carson, California in the StubHub Center. Last year it was the Home Depot Center. And now improvising is the quarterback and throwing on the run and making a spectacular play all the way down to the West 48-yard line. Unfortunately, he was out of bounds, but that was Keishad White who made a spectacular catch on the throw from David Justice. So the punting unit is out, led by Jack Plummer. He's also a quarterback back home, and the West All-Stars are 3 and out on their first possession. This will be about a 20, 22-yard kick, and it's going to be down. Let's see where they down the ball. They're going to actually down it at the West All-Star 47-yard line. So a short kick, and it looked like it may have been possibly deflected by one of his own players. So 7:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Our first look at the offense of the Blue East All-Stars. Outstanding tight end, 45, Anthony Mastroni. The quarterback is Alan Walters. Had a chance to talk to his dad during the practices as they hand off to Brown, and Brown is going to be stopped as he tried to bust it to the outside, and Dan Jennings did an outstanding job. He came out of nowhere to make the stop. Big number 50 for the West All-Stars. Up front, 75, Matt Trez. He'll lead the charge. It's going to bring up a second down after a gain of about 4. Handoff, and a nice job over that B gap, exploiting that and getting the first down. Very fast Josh McKenzie. He was a running back and a safety, and he is down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards and a first down. And there is the head coach, Tim Carrera, for the East All-Stars. Lou Montanaro is the general manager for the East. Handoff, running left. Another outstanding defensive play, Nicholas Del Aqua. 76 in on the play for the White West All-Stars, and it'll bring up second down and about 9 yards here after a pickup of a yard on the play. And now the East All-Stars come out in the I formation. We are scoreless, first quarter action. Here's the play action. Here's Walters throwing on the run. He completes the pass to the far side. It was caught near the 23, and then racing inside the red zone is number 41, Mickey Maldonado. And that'll be more than enough for an East All-Star first down. So they're grinding up some of that clock here in this first quarter, no score. Backs are in the I formation, and the ball squirts loose, and Walters very wisely, maybe like a senior in high school or a veteran, jumps on that ball, doesn't try to make a play there. As big 77, Mohamed Khalil, was in the vicinity there, and now it is second down and long. Second and about 11. Walters in trouble as he's flushed out of the pocket and now takes off with it on second and about 12, and he is going to run out of bounds, and he is going to be marked out at the 14, it looks like. So he picks up a good 4 or 5 on that play. It brings up third down and 7. Walters with a toss pitch running right. Here's Letty Brown. He was tripped up into the backfield, probably by his own player, and eventually will be tackled by Nicholas Del Aqua, who is one of the big leaders on that front line. And now it's fourth down and 7. And we'll see what Tim Carrera will do here, the head coach. He's assisted by Rob Fisher and Steve Abrahams and Coach Tress and Coach Henry. So fourth down and 7, and the pass is going to be batted down, but I thought I heard a whistle. Saw the athleticism there of Dan Jennings. And it's going to be offsides against the defense. So instead of a 4th and 7, you're looking about 4th and 2 here. 3-man backfield, and they try to run a counter here, and they cough that ball up. And another fine job there by Kali'i on the defense. That'll be a turnover on downs. It was a nice drive, which started at the 47 of the West. They eat up nearly, and actually a little more than 4 minutes of clock, and here in the first quarter, we are still scoreless. So David Justice back out there, his second series at starting quarterback. He'll toss pitch as they run it right, trying to string this out on a sweep, and running out of bounds is the very speedy Isaiah Wooden. There's a look at Lawrence Lee. He is the head coach of the West All-Stars. Steve Marshall is the general manager and offensive coordinator. We got a stop and play. Gives me a chance to go over the coaches for the West. And I'll tell you, these guys did a sensational job all week. A lot of good one-on-one training. James McKinney from Gilbert, Arizona, Javon Holloway, Coach Berryhill, Coach Falk, and Coach Milton Balboa. Second down. And a quick handoff, and going straight up the gut, and that is Chalm Austin, 51, and he's up to the 22-yard line. So they'll move the chains. It's a fresh set of downs for the West All-Stars. Their second possession, the West nothing, the East nothing. As we approach the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 1, here is the handoff, and this time trying to go B-gap right. Looked like a nice tackle there. Let me see who the number is. It looked like 22. It was, and that's Tom Courtney stepping up from that corner spot and getting in on the tackle. Number 3, Josh McKenzie, one of the leaders on this defense. Second down, handoff, Wooten running left, and may have picked up the first down. They're going to mark him down at the 33, but a sensational job by Letty Brown, a solo tackle. And when you're dealing with the speed of Isaiah Wooten, you really have to – you got to make those plays sometimes. I mean, it comes down to one guy, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. So a 3-man backfield, and they'll run a counter this time to the 40 – to about the 38-yard line. Good defense. Number 3, McKenzie. Number 44 for the – Blue East All-Stars is Nick Johnson. So a pickup of 5 yards on that play, and it brings up a second down and 5. No score, first quarter action. Here's the handoff, and the ball squirts loose, and it's going to be picked up by the East. That's our first turnover of the game, and it was coughed up by the West. And about a 10-yard return by Mickey Maldonado. So Maldonado on the fumble recovery, and we got an injured player, and this is the last thing you want to see, and that's Keshad White, who made a sensational catch as we got 42 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. Well, they attend to White. They get him off the field, and a short field here for Anthony Hicks, the quarterback, number 1. He did not start the game. He's in there on their second series, and he comes out firing, and he's got a man in the end zone, but they are ruling it incomplete. It was Mickey Maldonado on the catch, or looked like he may have made the play, and you see the versatility of Podney. He had to pick him up inside the end zone. So second down and 10, handoff, running up the gut. And wrapped up there by Dan Jennings, who is already in on his third, maybe his fourth tackle of the day. Big 66, Gabe Gallegos. And a couple of others in the middle there. Brings up a third and short yardage. And they go to Tom believe that was Tom Courtney. Yep, Tom Courtney, number 22, and he picks up enough for the first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. With the score, the West nothing, the East likewise. This is the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. And on first and goal from the 9-yard line, Letty Brown is into the end zone as he rushes it in, and the first score of the game belongs to the East All-Stars. And now out of the hold of Letty Brown, they will attempt a 2-point conversion with Luke Corcione. Outstanding kicker who is a very versatile player, plays quarterback, wide receiver, and defensive back, and his 2-point conversion is good. So our score, first play into the second quarter, 9:53 left to go here in the second quarter. It's 8-0 in favor of the West. On a 9-yard run by Letty Brown and a 2-point conversion by Corcione. All right, we're going to kick this one over. And Corcione will ground ball kick this one, a short kick that's going to be covered up near the 47-yard line. And a nice job by one of the sure hands players, and Jack Plummer for the West All-Stars. So they'll have a short field here in which to work with, their third possession of the game. The first two were commanded by David Justice at quarterback, but now Hank Bachmeyer is in there, the talented right-handed throwing quarterback. He's got 3 men in the backfield. In the very first play, squirts loose, and it looks like it was recovered by Peter Bryant, and it looks like the East All-Stars are going to take over on downs. That is the second turnover of the ball game, and both by the West All-Stars. So a heads-up play by Bryant. 9 minutes and 42 seconds left to play here. Maldonado of the East All-Stars recovered the first turnover of the game. That was a fumble recovery, and now Bryant here to start the second quarter. So the West All-Stars now trailing 8-0 here with 9 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here. And here is the quarterback, a new quarterback in Luke Corcione, as he goes with the bootleg to the near side and actually made something out of nothing, not before he is pushed out of bounds on a good solid tackle by Noah Neese, number 33, and he'll bring up second down. He picks up close to 3 yards on the play, second and a long 7. Backs are in the I formation. The blue team, the East, they lead at 8-0. They bobbled that exchange as the handoff goes to McKenzie. McKenzie, a tremendous speed burner. And he'll be brought down by number 52, Tyrese Pontenay. And I'll tell you what, Tyrese has been in 3 or 4 tackles already in this contest. So they move the chains after picking up about 9 yards on the play, and it's 1st and 10 from the 40 of the West. Handoff. Running to the right side this time and breaking tackles. Still on his feet is Tom Courtney. And Courtney's going to pick up another first down. Tyrese Pontenay again on the tackle. A gain of 14, and there's a timeout on the field with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to go as we come back to live action. First down and 10 after the run there by Courtney of 14 yards. There was movement on the front line. Looked like that left guard may have jumped a little bit, moved just to trace, and that was Matt Trez. So it moves them back 5 to about the 31, and it's 1st and 15. 8-0 lead for the Blue. They have the ball, and here is Brown, who scored the game's first touchdown. He is inside the red zone, dragging defenders, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Well, that was an impressive run. Pontenay again with another tackle. They officially marked the ball at the West All-Star 13-yard line. That was an 18-yard scamper for Letty Brown, and it sets up a first down. Backs in the eye. They go to the tailback. This is McKenzie. McKenzie over the left guard and tackle, and he's got it down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line, and is going to be close to another first down. So now it is 2nd down and 1 for the East All-Stars, who lead it here 8-0 and looking for more. And now the quarterback on play action. This is Luke Corcione firing into the end zone, and Anthony Mastrani is into the end zone. A very impressive throw and catch, a 4-yard touchdown, and it's now 14-0 in favor of the East All-Stars. Of course, Anthony, the outstanding tight end for the East All-Stars. And now out of the hold of Brown, and Corcione with the 2-point conversion makes it 16-0. So a good job here by the East All-Stars as they have taken command of this game. Now we're ready for the ensuing kickoff. And this is going to go out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. So touchdowns by Brown and Mastroni. And a pair of 2-point conversions by Luke Corcione, who just threw a touchdown. And you're up to date. The East 16, the West nothing. You look at the defense, which has been pretty stingy so far. Second quarter action. And the second series for Bachmeyer, and he will hand off. And what a fine defensive play turned in there by Peter Bryant for virtually no gain on the play. Might have got a yard on that one, but number 7 was all over it. And let's call it 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Doing the snapping honor, 72, Connor Mazzato. And a timeout. As you get a look at one of the most animated people you will ever meet, Steve Marshall. And had a chance to talk to Steve Abrahams at length, and boy, some of the great one-on-one training that guy gives. He actually is a coach back in the Northeast. I think he said he's from Massachusetts, and he coaches actually not one, not two, but three teams. So the West All-Stars come out throwing the ball, and they find Wooden along the near side, and that's complete, better than 30 yards. And what a throw there by Hank Bachmeyer. They're actually going to mark him out of bounds near the 48-yard line inside West territory, but nonetheless, it's a first down. West, Bachmeyer showing a lot of poise in the pocket as it was closing in and threw a clean ball down to the 19. Tried to hook up with David Justice, the starting quarterback for the West, and brings up second down and 10. Lawrence Lee is the head coach of the West All-Stars here today. Back to pass. And a quick bubble screen out to the far side. And slipping tackles is big Chalm Austin, and he's down to about the 43 and is going to be close to a first down. We'll bring up a third down in just inches here as he's brought down defensively by Tom Courtney. We're in the second quarter, a 31 situation. West working from the East 43, and the quarterback calls his own number, and I don't think he's going to make it. He was hog-tied and brought down on a great defensive play by the East All-Stars, Josh Aruda. But he did, in fact, make the first down, so it's 1st and 10 from the 42. West inside East territory, and they dump it off to Wooden, who makes the catch at the 38, and he's going to race in. He goes 42 yards to pay dirt, and the West All-Stars are on the board for the first time in this 2014 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. 42-yard pass play, and Isaiah Wooden has scored. Now the 2-point conversion by Chalm Austin. No good. Long snapper James Reed. But at least they break the ice. And with 4:36 left to go here in the first half, it's now 16-6. Look at the two return man for the East. Letty Brown at the bottom of your screen, number 32. And a ground ball kick fielded by Jake Krellen. Krellen inside West territory to the 40 and dives to the 35-yard line. Special teams tackle there, 76, Nicholas DeAqua. One other on the play, and a return of about 20 yards on the play brings up 1st and 10 for the East All-Stars, who lead at 16-6 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to play here in the first half. They'll go with the end-around run. They'll go to the speed demon and McKenzie. He's slipping tackles, slicing through the secondary, and he's very close to an East All-Star first down. Nicholas again on the tackle, big 76 in the middle.
Nicholas DeAqua at the 25-yard line picks up the first down.
So he actually gave him some forward progress. Good spot there by our officials at the 25. 10-yard pickup. First down and 10. Quarterback in trouble. Walters improvising. Gets it out of bounds as he races to the far side after picking up about 2.5 yards and brings up 2nd and 8. They'll go with a spread offense here on 2nd and 8. East Blue with a 16-6 lead. Walters takes the belt-high snap. He throws, and it was batted incomplete. And a sensational play by Jake White, 44, who is an outstanding receiver. His older brother, Wes Doyle, played for one of the great football teams in Arizona high school history. About 10 years ago, ran into him in the parking lot, and boy, his older brother was a great wide receiver. Played for that Desert Vista Thunder team back in the 02-03 season, I believe it was. And now we're going to get a penalty marker down. False start against the offense. There's the American Youth Cheer Squad, where they have done a sensational job. And, of course, a lot of credit to all the players and cheer as the pass going for the end zone, and the Looked like maybe the corner and the wide receiver, the intended receiver, Letty Brown, colliding, and no flag on the play as we're down to the final 3:17 here in the first half. Jeff Lowry, APN Video Sports. Our website is apnvideo.com. Now out of shotgun, Alan Walters, the quarterback. He is in trouble and lost his footing as White will be credited with the quarterback sack. So Jake White picking up a quarterback sack, a deflected pass, and with 3 minutes and 11 seconds, the West All-Stars will take over on downs, trailing 16-6. And back in at quarterback is David Justice. A three-man backfield, 10-point lead for the Blue. Handoff running right, and this time they go to Keshad White, who got hurt earlier in the game, had to be assisted off the field, and he gets it up to about the 40-yard line. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 from the 39-yard line inside West territory. Justice, the quarterback, he will hand off. He goes to the tailback, who is juking and jiving up across the 45, and may have been tripped up there by Letty Brown, number 32, after about an 8-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down and 2 as we're inside of 3 minutes left to go here. Wooden get with the call that time for the West All-Stars. 3rd and about a yard, maybe a yard plus. David Justice at quarterback. Quick handoff to the big fullback, and he is across midfield after being brought down defensively by Josh Aruda. So Chom Austin picks up the first down, keeping the drive alive for the West All-Stars. 1st down and 10 from the East 49-yard line. Here's a snap. Here is Justice. Improvising, and now flushed out of the pocket, throws against his body downfield, and finds White near the 13-yard line of the East. A spectacular catch, and it doesn't get any better than that. A spectacular play by the West All-Stars. David Justice with the off-balance throw to Jake White, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. 38 yards on the play and a 1st down. 1st and goal from the 10. Handoff. First touch here for Jalen Bailey, and he barrels his way and forges his way down to the 5-yard line. 22 on the tackle. We got a timeout on the field by Tom Courtney. Tom Courtney on the tackle. AYC cheerleaders will be performing here at halftime. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Boy, this is a big possession here for the West. They trailed by as many as 16, but now trailing 16-6 and on the verge of scoring again for the 2nd time. Bouncing to the outside, Isaiah Wooden gets around. Boy, he got some great blocking up front, and he has found the promised land from 5 yards out. Tremendous job of blocking. Josh Avila, 61. Nick Del Aqua, 74. James Reed, I mean, they just literally plowing the field on that right side and just developed a big barrier. And then Wooden with that great speed busted out to the outside. The 2-point conversion is no good, but Wooden has 2 touchdowns, and with 49 seconds left to go here in the first half, it's a 4-point lead for the East. All right. So Chom Austin will be kicking things off for the West. End over end kick, and that's out of play, and that's a penalty. Let's see if they make them re-kick. So they will now re-kick from the 35-yard line. Stay with us at halftime. We will have the AYC All-Stars. This kick is fielded by Josh Aruda back around the 43-yard line, and he's going to bring it up to midfield, as he is solo tackled there by Corey Smith.
Returning the kick, tackled by number 1, Q Smith.
So Q Smith, one of the outstanding speedsters on the field. And let's see what the East can do here in the final seconds of the first half, led by Tommy Keenan on that offensive line at right tackle, number 99. So it's 1st down and 10. Back to pass from the 50-yard line. And the pass goes, and that ball's going to be intercepted at midfield. And that is Christopher Fatalua. Excellent job and a great read by Christopher near the mid-stripe. He picks it off. That's the first turnover by the East. And Fatalua with an outstanding interception gives it right back to the West, who could take their first lead of the contest if they can march downfield with 25 seconds left to play here in the first half. Back to pass, and in there at quarterback, Hank Bachmeyer. He throws, and it is caught. A sensational catch by David Justice, and he's all the way down to about the 9, make that the 14-yard line. 36-yard pass play as he went up in double-team coverage and hauled it in on the far side, and now they got to stop the clock. Boy, Bachmeyer with a sensational throw that time for the West All-Stars, and he'll talk it over with offensive coordinator Steve Marshall. 14 seconds on the clock. A 4-point East All-Star lead. The East are in the blue. The white with the red trim is the West, moving right to left. Back to pass. Bachmeyer steps up and now fires into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That is the third first-half turnover of the day, and that saves a touchdown as number 22, Tom Courtney, intercepts the ball 2 yards into the end zone. And with 7 seconds left to go, I would imagine the East might just take a knee and call it a half. They will go to Brown. On the end around, he's up across the 20, the 25, still on his feet, still grinding it out, and eventually brought down near the 38. An 18-yard run will end the first half. You're watching the 2014 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. It's 16-12 in favor of the East. Getting set for the second half kickoff. We saw 4 turnovers in that first half. And back to receive, Brown and McKenzie. Brown to the left, McKenzie at the top of your screen. And getting set to kick off the second half, Chum Austin. 16-12, the blue team receiving out of the East. And a short pooch kick that's going to be fielded back to the 33-yard line, racing up to about the 40 and then running out of bounds. The return man, one of the up men, it looks like number 22, Tom Courtney, who had an interception earlier. Actually, that was James Henry, 23. So we start the second half. Blue team, East All-Stars with the lead 16-12, and they come out running the ball to McKenzie, and he's across the 40 and forging his way up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And a gain of close to 7 yards on the play, and it's going to put him in a second and short yardage situation. Gain of 8. Mark the ball at the 41-yard line. The blue team got out to a 16-0 lead. They have never been headed in this game. We're going to get a false start. Nope. Offense against the West. So an encroachment penalty will result in a first down. And now the East All-Stars in the all-blue uniforms with the white lettering have it 1st and 10 from the 49. And the handoff going straight up the gut. Outstanding defense by Fatalua. Number 55 for the West All-Stars in the white uniform. I have an injured player on the field. Looks like 7, Peter Bryant, shaken up a little bit. He recovered a fumble back in that first half. 16-12, East All-Stars lead at 2nd down and 8. They will hand off, and the ball squirts loose, and White has recovered it for the West All-Stars, and they'll start their first second half possession right at midfield. So a heads-up play by Jake White. And with 8:08 left to play here in the third quarter, the East with a 4-point lead, but the West takes over at their own 48-yard line in this 2014 American Youth Football National All-Star Game. Backs are in the offset I formation. Here's a toss pitch running left as Plummer's in there at quarterback, giving it up to Wooden, and Wooden out of bounds after making something out of nothing. And one of the fastest players on the field picks up close to 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up as they work from the East All-Star 45-yard line. So again, Jack Plummer in at quarterback. He goes back to Wooden. Wooden trying to pick up the first down. He's going to be awfully close as he is wrapped up defensively by Kyle Wallace, number 52. And let's see if that is going to net them the first down. It sure does. So Plummer eyes over the defense. His team trailing 16-12. He scored a pair of touchdowns in the second quarter. In fact, all the scoring came in the second quarter. Wooden bouncing off a tackler, then tripped over a blade of grass, and he'll be stopped near the East All-Star 42-yard line. Didn't get too much on that play. There's the AYC cheer squad. Did a nice job at halftime. They've worked very hard this entire week, as well as all the players and coaches, and putting this thing on. Second down. And they keep it on the ground, and what a sensational negative yardage play by Josh McKenzie. Well, he got in there unabated to the running back and dropped him for a loss. So now it's 3rd and 12. Working from the 44, the East All-Stars. East on defense, leading it by 4. Plummer rolling out and trying to set up a quick screen to the near side. Jake White, throw was a little high, and it's incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down and 12. We're in the third quarter. Plummer back to punt. And gets off a pretty good one. Well, thought it was pretty good, but it's going to roll down to about the 20. So about 22-yard punt, no return. And that is where the East All-Stars will take over on downs here in quarter number 3. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in this National All-Star game. This is American Youth Football on APN Video Sports. So the quarterback is Alan Walters. Walters, who played in the first half, and now the toss pitch to McKenzie, who had that big negative yardage play just a moment ago, and he's going to be brought down after about a 5 or 6 yard pickup. White was in on the play along with Tyrese Patanay. Gain of close to 5 yards. Mark the ball just inside the 25. Second and a short 6. Handoff goes to the tailback, trying to bounce to the outside. This is Brown. Brown across the 25. Didn't get much, and a great job. Boy, Patanay has done just a wonderful job. Q Smith was also in on that play as they bring down the very talented Letty Brown, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3. There's a good look at Tyrese. 3rd and 3 coming up. They need to get to about the 30 for the first down. East with the football in possession of a 4-point lead. Inside of 4 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. And again, it's Tyrese getting in there. May have been hit initially by White and Nicholas Del Agua. So great West defense there. They were looking at a 3rd and 3 and a quick snap and a quick kick. And this one's going to roll down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. So about a 25-yard punt, no return. And so the West All-Stars, their second possession here in the third quarter, with 3:55 on the clock, trailing by 4. It'll be interesting to see who comes out here at quarterback. Of course, both teams have been using multiple quarterbacks in the game. Lawrence Lee is the head coach of the West All-Stars, and they have the ball. A 3-man backfield, the old wishbone. And they'll run this one Wooden to the left side, and he is tripped up. Another sensational play by Letty Brown, who scored the game's first touchdown to start the second quarter for the East All-Stars. Coach Abrahams, the offensive line coach over there, pacing up and down. I'll tell you what, if you had a chance, if you were one of the few people that came out to this thing, as this is going to be another sensational negative yardage play, this time by Josh Aruda. Aruda, a very talented two-way player, also an outstanding wide receiver, brings up 3rd and 12. But if you were here for the week, you know that all these coaches bring a lot of intensity to the practices, and this is no exhibition game. It may be called an exhibition game as Justice rolling out and will take off with it, and he is going to pick up a first down. What a job by David Justice. It's almost like watching a young Kaepernick of the San Francisco 49ers. Very similar games, and well, I'll tell you, David Justice getting to the outside, picking up close to 15 yards and a first down, all the way down to the 41. Here's the West. Here's Wooden, that tremendous speed. And he puts on a couple of moves, and he's down to the 36, a gain of 5.
Tackled by number 8.
Another tackle by Josh Aruda, number 8, for the East All-Stars. Second down and a long 5. They mark the ball, far hash marks at the 36-yard line inside East territory. East All-Stars in the blue, and they lead at 16-12 here in quarter number 3. Final moments of the third quarter. Draw play, up the gut, and first in there, hog-tied and brought him down, Jake Krellen. Tremendous job. 53, Zach Kuna. And maybe a couple of others in on the play. 23 was in the vicinity, James Henry. So now a big third down play, and this is where the East need to flex their muscles here on defense. David Justice, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, and now in trouble. Flushed out to the near side. He's going to throw against his body and complete the pass inside the 30 to Wooden. That was a fantastic play on both ends. He gets a glad hand from Steve Marshall and moved the chains, and that was a big third down play. And you talk about a playmaker and a player that can improvise, that's David Justice. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Inside East territory, they go with a reverse. And they'll run it to the near side, slipping his way inside the 30 and back to the line of scrimmage. I'll tell you what, you got to give some credit to that defense. There's going to be a hold that's going to bring this one back. So they'll redo first down, and that's the end of the third. We head to the fourth. The East leads the West by 4. You're watching the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. American Youth Cheer, led by Kelly Frazier, Linda Atkins, Tara Carahuda, Susie Levine, Coach Anthony. Great job this week. All right, we're getting set for the fourth quarter of this contest. 16-12 lead, Blue with the lead. They have led from the get-go. And now you're looking at David Justice under center, and the backs are in the offset I formation. And now looks to run with the ball as he wants to take off with it, but he's going to run out of real estate as he's pushed out of bounds along the far side near the 40-yard line.
Second down at 23.
Of course, remember we had the penalty before the end of the third quarter. And now you're looking at a third and about 23 here. Big play here for the West All-Stars, trailing by 4. Back to pass, and throwing to the flats near side. It was caught by White, but he was met immediately by truly one of the leading tacklers in Josh Aruda here today. That's going to bring up 4th and long, so they don't get a whole lot there. It could very well be, this is third down. They had the 3 on the yard marker on that last play. This is third down, so it's third and about 24. The West looking for a big play here, and in trouble is the quarterback. He slips and goes down. That'll be a sack. Well, you can give the credit to Jake Krenlin, but I'll tell you, swarming defense and the East flexing their muscles on defense at the right time. And now it's 4th and about the state of Texas here, and looks like the West will have to punt. Short, quick kick, David Justice. And this one, for whatever reason, Wooden downed it near the 20-yard line. So it was about a 33-yard punt with no return. 16-12 with 8:05 left to go here in regulation time. Getting a look at that big offensive line. Tommy Keenan, 99. Matt Trez, 75. Number 60, William Martin, doing a great job on that offensive line. And the quarterback is Hicks. He will hand off to McKenzie, and he's going to be wrapped up, ankle tackle by Christopher Fadalua. Tyrese also in there having a tremendous game. And I think if you were talking most valuable player, at least on the defensive side of the ball, Tyrese Patanay would be one of the leaders. They show blitz as they come out running the ball. The offense and being dropped by Josh Avila after a short yardage gain. Carry belonged to Letty Brown, but it was Avila who stepped up there and made the big bear hug tackle at the 35-yard line, or at the 25-yard line, and it brings up 3rd down and 5. East All-Stars in possession, and they own a 4-point lead here in the 4th quarter. We're inside of 7 minutes left to go. Backs are in the offset eye. Here's Hicks on play action. Steps up, fires a clean ball to the near side, and Josh Arruda takes it from the corner, and he's going to race in 75 yards later, and the East tack on 6 more points, and they lead it 22-12 here in quarter number 4. And looking pretty good. There is penalty markers all over the place. A very upset West All-Star, Mohamed Khalil. This is going to be roughing the passer. Oh, no, we're going to get offsetting penalties. Touchdown counts. So now the East will go for the 2-point conversion. The long snapper is Justin Laureano. And in for the 2-point conversion, Luke Corcione. Number 12 out of the hole to Brown. Snap is down, but another penalty marker on the play, and Brown paid the price.
Disregard.
So they'll re-kick it. Disregard the flag. Corcione trying to complete his 3rd 2-pointer, and it is good. So now it is 24-12. A 12-point lead. The East has led by as many as 16 when they led 16-0 early in the 2nd quarter. So Corcione to kick things off here. Wooden hoping for a chance to break one loose. West All-Stars down 2 possessions. And the kick is a squib kick fielded by the return man near the 29, and he's up to the 41, 12-yard return.
32, Keyshawn White on return.
Look like Keyshawn White.
Tackle by number 33.
And he'll be brought down by Jake Crenlin.
Jake Crowley.
Or Krellin. Number 33, there he is.
41-yard line.
That's San Diego Charger helmet. And now from the 41-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the West All-Stars. We're in the 4th quarter, and they trail by 12. It's 24-12 the score. Handoff. And Isaiah got to the line of scrimmage and then got dropped on an absolutely sensational play. Kuna and Anthony Mastroni, who also is a tight end for the East All-Stars, and he scored the 2nd touchdown of the game back in quarter number 2. 24-12 in favor of the Blue East All-Stars. Coming to you from the StubHub Center. We are in Carson, California. The 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. Here is Justice trying to improvise, and he is going to be hit for a 2-yard loss, and that's going to be a quarterback sack, and you can give credit to Corcione and Tom Courtney. Hard to see the time on the scoreboard. But we are approaching the 5-minute mark. 5:14, I believe, is what it said. And now another quarterback is in, and he is throwing incomplete. That was Hank Bachmeyer trying to hook up with Jalen Bailey. There is a penalty marker on the field. This is going to go against the East, so it's going to give the West a fresh set of downs, and it's going to be 1st down and 10. From the 46 of the East All-Stars with 5:09 left to go here in regulation. Watching the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game on APN Video Sports, our website, apnvideo.com. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. Here's Justice throwing it long and deep to the far side. He's got a man in stride, and he's all the way down to the 9, and it's Isaiah Wooden again. Boy, he has been an absolute big-time playmaker in this one. He is all the way down to the 9-yard line, and David Justice put that ball on the money. A 37-yard pass play, Justice to Wooden. And it's 1st and goal from the 9. Fourth quarter action. Justice rolling out right, looking for the end zone. He throws, and it was dropped by Q Smith. That would have been a touchdown, of course. He was a good 5 or 6 yards into the end zone, and it will now bring up 2nd and goal from the 9. Good pass there. David put that ball right on the money. Fourth quarter action. Looks like the West knocking on the door to a score here. Justice is flushed out of the pocket, running left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown. A huge touchdown. Just like that, the West really have put themselves right back into the ball game. David Justice, and there's his father, the former Major League Baseball player with the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees. David Justice, all smiles up there on the other side of the field. So now they will go for the 2-point conversion. That cuts the lead to 24-18. Jack Plummer to hold. Austin, the kicker, low snap, picked up here by Plummer, and he's going to race into the end zone. He found an opening. A 1-point conversion cuts it to a 5-point deficit. It's 24-19. And you're watching the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game on APN Video Sports. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds. A clutch play there by David Justice, the quarterback of the West All-Stars, running one in from 9 yards out. And now Chalm Austin. And I'm sure they'll go with a squib kick here. Onside kick, and somebody might have been offsides. Well, false start against the kicking team, so that'll set them back 5. Good chance if the East can recover as Coach Lee looks on. They're going to have outstanding field position. They're going to go with an onside kick again, and well, I tell you, this Josh Aruta's got some great hands. He'll recover at his own 48-yard line, and that is where the East All-Stars, Lou Montanaro, the general manager, Tim Carrera, the head coach, Rob Fisher, Steve Abrahams, Bob Tress, and James Henry. They come out running the ball on 1st down and 10, and they didn't get very much. Good defense there. I'll tell you, we've seen some outstanding defensive plays all afternoon long. Christopher Fatalua has had a big game. It brings up a 2nd down and maybe about eight and a half here, as they are just inside the 50. Handoff running right. Brown in trouble, losing yards, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Great pursuit by Patanay. So Tyrese really strung that play out well, and you saw a couple of the others. Noah Neese was in the area. Nicholas DeAgua. And it goes for a loss of about 4, so it's 3rd and 14, about 3rd and 13. Inside handoff, and McKenzie gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, and there's Tyrese again. Hogtie brought him down at midfield, and it's going to be a punt situation here for the East. So back to receive Isaiah Wooden. The one thing you cannot afford to do if you're the East right now is to kick it right at this young man. You need an angled kick and keep it away from him, because I'll tell you what, the West, if they can get a touchdown here, they're going to win the ballgame. Penalty marker is down. 4th and about 8 or 9 coming up here. So that's going to move them back. So 4th and 13. And the kick is away. This one is going to land inside the 30 and roll down to the 15. So a 38, 39-yard punt. That's what the doctor ordered. And with 2:27 left to go here, the West has an opportunity, though there's another penalty marker down. 2:27 on the clock. A personal foul against the East. And instead of pinning the West down at their own 15, now they get it at the 30. They have to go the length of the field because they trail by 5. 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Here's a long pass, and oh, what a tremendous play at the last instant. Josh McKenzie broke it up. I'll tell you, that throw was right on the money, too. So David Justice coming up empty-handed, but it was a tremendous play there by the safety, Josh McKenzie. So 2nd down and 10, ball resting at the West All-Star 30-yard line. The West with the ball. They'll set up a screen over to Wooden. Wooden from the 30, up across the 35 and out of bounds near the 37. It's going to leave them in a 3rd and short yardage situation. Pushed out of bounds on the far side by Mickey Maldonado, who had a fumble recovery back in the first quarter of the contest. So 3rd and about 3.5. Justice steps up, fires, and it's complete at the 44-yard line. That ball is going to be caught by Jalen Bailey. Move the chains for the West All-Stars, tackled by Josh Aruda. So they move the chains and pick up a close to 7 yards on the play, and it's 1st down and 10. Inside of 2 minutes left to go here in this 2014 AYF All-Star game. Here's Justice, and he's going to just wisely throw that ball away and out of bounds. Nice catch over there by Lou Montanaro, who was the head coach of the East All-Stars last year in this national All-Star game. And it's 2nd down and 10, working from the West 45-yard line. 24-19 is the score. Blue team on top. Here is Justice going long and deep. He had a man wide open. And it's incomplete. And so now it is 3rd down and 10. Justice working out of the pistol formation. 4 receiver spread, 2 either side. He will look and fire complete and very close to a 1st down. Well, this would be a great 3rd down conversion, but Jalen Bailey out of bounds, just inches shy of gaining the line. So now it all comes down to this play. 4th down here. 4th and inches here. And if they don't convert, the game is virtually over. And the quick handoff, they go left side to Austin. He's inside the 45 down to the 40, and that's an easy 1st down. So a clutch job by the offensive line with the lead blocking of Adrian Sanchez, 79. Outstanding job on that left side. And Mohamed Kali'i, and it's 1st down and 10 from the 40 of the East. The East has never trailed in this game as David Justice rolls out to the near side, picks up the 1st down, and grinds his way down to the 26-yard line, tackled again by Josh Aruda. So move the chains again. We're going to get a timeout on the field. Coach Marshall out there, the offensive coordinator. $1:05 left to play here in regulation. 24-19, the West. As I said before, the East have never trailed. They led by 16-0 count at one point. And now Justice improvising, and he's going to be ruled down back at the 37-yard line. Quarterback sack, great pursuit by Tom Courtney, number 22 of the East. Clock continues to wind down. We're inside of 50 seconds. 2nd and long. Ball resting at the 37. You can't spike it here. Justice steps up and fires over the middle. It was nearly intercepted by Josh McKenzie. That will stop the clock with 32 seconds left to go. It's 3rd and long. So the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage was the 25. They're all the way back to the 37. 3rd and 22 here. Justice. And again in trouble. Fires complete. It was a tip pass, and Q Smith comes up with it. They're going to have to get a quick timeout. It's going to leave them in a 4th and about 12 situation, but what a tremendous play by Q Smith. So Marshall sends his quarterback out. They'll be facing 4th and 12 as they have the ball with 17 seconds left to go. Coach Carrara on the far side for the East, giving his defense final instructions. West All-Stars trailing 24-19, facing 4th down and 12 from the East 27-yard line. And Bachmeier, the quarterback, flushed out of the pocket, now steps up, launches one into the end zone, and going up for it and making a spectacular catch and hauling it in is David Justice, and they have taken the lead for the first time this afternoon. What a sensational throw and catch. Hank Bachmeier, the quarterback of the West All-Stars, to David Justice Jr. And the West All-Stars lead it by 1. What a great job by the offensive line. Dan Jennings, number 50. Mohammed with the big job there on the offensive line. Plummer will hold. They will attempt a 2-point conversion. Leading by 1. This kick is going to be no good. So they lead by 1. That was an untimed play. All right, we're getting set for the ensuing kickoff. I would imagine an onside kick again, or a squib kick, call it what you will, and it's going to be down right at midfield. Nice job there by Zach Kuna. Only 6 seconds, so really the East have time for one more play. You'll think that Steve Marshall isn't fired up. So the quarterback is Anthony Hicks. Now, he connected on a long pass to Aruda earlier today. So the East down to maybe their last play. Hicks. And he's going to be sacked back at the 44-yard line. And what a day for Jake White, number 44, as he'll be credited with the quarterback sack. And how about that? 1 second left to go. So enough time for one more play. I think Marshall may have, I think he's a little upset with the officials that they have 1 second left on the clock. That play had to have taken more than 5 seconds. So 2nd and 16, 1 second on the clock. East with the ball from their own 44-yard line. They trail by 1. 6 seconds left to go. Could be the final play of the day. Here's Brown on a wide receiver pass, and the throw downfield is broken up, incomplete. Jalen Bailey does the job, and it's all over from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. The West prevail 25-24 in the 2014 AYF National All-Star Game. What a tremendous job by the AYF national staff, the coaches, the volunteers. It's been a great week, a great experience. Congratulations to both teams and the AYC. Stay with us. We'll have a recap of this game coming up next on APM Video Sports and a whole lot more.